show you things to expect for this week, and let's begin with gold. So remember last week I was saying it that gold could be doing this to form another correction here before it goes back up, or it could be that this is a part of this and we'll slowly go back up to break this, but the bottom line is that we will go back up. That's the bottom line. So from what I'm seeing here, we might be getting ready to go break this stop again, and this whole thing might just be the correction in the middle coming from this impulse, and we might get this before we get something like this here to go back up. That's it for gold. And if we take a look at gold closely on a higher time frame, we can see that it's in a very sensitive zone where it could turn anytime. Okay, it could turn anytime, and I have already said that in my previous videos where I told you about things to expect on the longer run on gold. If we take a look at the daily, you can see, I think I have that arrow off. It's very far. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly or monthly, where I told you soon enough gold might be coming for this move right here. Gold might be coming for this move, so just wait for it. It could turn any moment from now, maybe after forming the correction right here on this 15 minutes chart window. Maybe after forming this, breaking this top, coming down for this and going back up to break this stop. Maybe after this we'll see gold turn, make a flag, and we'll continue selling. Whichever one it will do at this point, I don't know. The only thing I know is that we are in this move, and it will go break the top, slightly go break this top, which is coming for this move, coming for that move, and we can see it come for this move later after it goes back up. Okay, you can see it come for this move after it breaks this top. So that being said, let's leave this like this. Let's leave it like this. Moving on to silver, we have this. It's coming quite down, hopefully for this correction too. All these roasters around are going to start doing something about you guys. I'm going to start doing something about you. So we might just be having this to go back up. Okay, and here is the thing on silver. If you get this pullback, because it will come pretty soon. If you get it, put your entry order here and sell it to break this low. Yeah, it will come a bit further, but just sell it to break the low. And once it breaks the low, you can put your stop losses to break even and wait to see how far it goes. Or you can put your take profits somewhere below this low. Okay, because after that we are going back up to break this stop again, which is what I see Anyway, that being said, you can also see the big picture of silver is that we are getting close to coming down to complete this move, or maybe that move here is a standalone correction. Let me expand. Maybe that move there is a standalone correction, and we are just going to come for this one instead, this, which is this longer arrow here. Maybe we are just going to do that, or maybe we are just even going to form another correction here, from another correction, something coming in this style or form, go back from another impulse, from another one here, come here, complete it, and go. We don't know which one it will be yet, but all we know is that at least we are going to come down. So it's going to sell. Wait for that setups on silver after the buys on the lower time frame are completed. You can wait for that move to come. Anticipate it. Oil. Okay, this is the one I told you that it was going to break this stop again. I'm seeing it break this stop again before it falls, but it didn't break the top again before it falls. And if you know by rule, when you're in a trade, by the rule I always mention, when you're in your trade and you see it consolidating, pull back, you should exit the trade. Wait for it to finish whatever it is doing. You can put your pending order. So if you traded this and this took you unawares, you're fine, you're okay, that's fine. All you need to do right now is, let's go to 1 hour. All you need to do right now is to wait for a correction here. Wait for a correction here, which I think is forming. Wait for a correction here and sell it one more before you buy it for this, because this might just come after we have a correction here. It breaks the low. This, we might just see this, and if we see that, we'll come down some more, and this becomes the big correction I was talking to you about since last week, and this becomes the impulse in it, which we are going to get, or we're going to get something of this nature, which form another correction here like this, so like this, and then we get some other impulse here, and if we get that, we'll have a total of an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, and all these things actually will form one big thing to still sell for this move, to still sell for this move coming down from the top. Okay, so the bottom line is patiently wait for the moves. This one happened during Asian section earlier this morning, and that's okay. Sometimes we miss the trades, and that's still part of the game. So it's either going to form a correction here, come down one more, and you sell it, okay, or it's forming a correction here to go back up, or maybe has started the impulse correction, which I don't really know if that is what we should expect now. I am not really sure because of the way the nature of the whole movement right here is looking. So you could see something like this. Let's see it go form something. That'll take time here before it falls because of this thing. So we could have an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction before we get that final impulse downwards, which will be the final sales before we start to go back up. So this thing right here, this correction forming right here could take longer time, could take time, before it finally goes down. So it could take like a day or two before we see it come down. So that's it for US oil, and should be similar on UK oil. Yeah, should be similar. We might see this correction from before we come down for the final impulse, and hopefully go back for this move. Yeah, this one. All right, that's it for US oil. And if you take a bigger picture, a 4-hour time, look at it, you can see that we're in the middle of this move right here. So everything that's happening here is in the middle of this, and this is also very incomplete, maybe a bit far from completing itself, because there are moves here that we don't know when they will complete. Okay, so initially we were thinking this move was coming to complete this at least, but it didn't. And now here is a thing: this may have also completed with this, making a contracting running flat. Okay, making a contracting running flat. So if that is the case, we are going to see this thing complete right here. Let me expand so you would see. So if that is the case, we're going to see this completed. See this completed, and we'll go for this move. This one, we'll go for it. That is assuming that everything that has happened here is complete. Then we are coming for this move down. But for now, just anticipate that it hasn't completed, and we are going to have another correction here. And we're going to have another correction here. So when this completes, we'll get this, and then we'll get this to complete this, and it can even be a three-way move too, just like we had on this one. So just anticipate of that for that at the moment, and let's get the trades first. We'll manage them and see what they become on the long run. US 30. Okay, so it did that move, it came down, broke below, might be going up for this move, and if that is the case, let's take a look at what the retracement will look like, because seems that move might have completed just about 76.4. So we might get this sorry about that. We might get this come up some more, which is quite understandable, and before it continues going down, might even come up really big and huge before it continues going down. So take a big picture on the 1 hour. We can also see it from our RSI that move is forming a correction here, which can either break this stop, which is come up here somewhere, and then we can see it come down some more too. So let's take a look at NAS 100, where I told you to expect this move to come before you buy. It ended up being a way drawn out running flat, where it had this correction and went for this before we got that pullback, and that's okay. So this is your setup. So you might just want to put your entry order here and go for that trade to break this stop, hopefully. Yeah, go for that trade, and should be the same on S&P. Okay, yeah, this one is looking quite good. I also told you last week Friday to wait for this move to complete, and you can go for this buy. It ended up be going much more higher than I expected or anticipated, and then we finally had that move and we're going back up. So anticipate it to break this stop. Yeah, this line. Wait for it. So you're getting a buy setup here, so you might want to put your pending orders above this stop and go for that trade. German 30, we are going back up where we have an impulse correction and we are just going back up. So here is the big question: are we going back up since this correction is forming on here on this line? Are we breaking out, or are we coming down back for this before we go back up? Remember, these other three on top, is 100, S&P 500, US 30 will have to go up and start coming down. So will this rally up, making this all the correction we have here for this, or is this going to be a correction where it comes down, still having this as part of the 1, 2, 3 before it goes back up? That becomes a question. So but now that we are getting a buy set up here and it is happening in this, it might not go far, it might just stop short, come down here, and if we get something like this, we will buy it. Of course we will buy it. US 100 might be the last one I'll take a look at before I go over to cryptos. Yeah, so we had this move just like I told you guys we will. We had this move. I told you traders, look out for this move, it will come, and it came. And I told you after that, look out for this move, it will come, and it's coming. So we are having, or we are getting a correction here. And this might just complete this, go back some more a little bit, and keep on going down. Because remember, the big picture is that we are coming down for this move. That's the big picture, coming down for this move, and it's almost complete. Okay, it's almost complete. So we come down some more, it completes the move, and we'll start seeing if we can start buying it. So let's rush down to Bitcoin, where I told you to wait for the moves to get clear before you buy. So remember, I told you last week that this right here could be a correction where we come here and go back up, and go back down, completing this a correction in the middle and go back up. So if we have that here coming into this move, we are going to come back down. So here is the thing: this move right here is now very corrective, even though it broke out of this. So I am thinking this might just be a contracting flat in the middle, so where we have an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse. So this move might have completed itself, and we just have this as the correction in the middle coming from here, and after we get this, we might get this, we might get this, and we might get this. So, and after we get that, we might also get this move coming down to complete this before we finally go break the top, especially when something like this is happening after an ending contracting diagonal. So here is what you will do. Here is what you will do. Wait for this, because I'm still thinking that this will be the correction in the middle. So wait for this to come down. Wait for it to go up. Wait for it to come down. And this is the trade. So I am saying wait for it. What I mean is this. What I mean is this. What I mean is this. You see, we had, if you look at this, you see we had an impulse, we had a correction, we had an impulse. So this could be a complete move. 1, 2, 3. We had this pullback, which can be a part of this. And then we have an impulse, we have a correction, we have an impulse, we have a correction, we have an impulse. So if, here is the thing, if this move down here is a part of this, then we could be coming down for this. I mean, for this move. Now here is the thing. It could also be that we are coming down for this, which is this. Could also be that we are coming down for that, and after that we're going to get this, which means we're going to get this here. And if all that is happening in the middle of this move, then we are going to get this too. And if we get this in the middle of this, then we are also going to get this too. And if we get that in the middle of that, we are also going to get this. And this move might just be the one that is coming down, which is this arrow, which is this. Hold on, let me show you. If we get something like this coming into this, we might get that move coming down, which is this bigger move I have been talking about. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, which is this bigger move I have been talking about. Okay, so you see how the market's changed from a sell setup to a buy setup, or from a buy setup to a sell setup. Now let me show you that again so you wouldn't get confused. If this move is coming for this, which is this, it is going to pull back up like this, and it's going to give us this like this. And if all that happen in here, we are going to get this, and we're going to continue going down. That is one option. Another option is that this move is a part of this, so we are going to complete this. We are going to do this, we're going to come down, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, complete this, we're going to go where this is a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, making this a contracting flat in the middle, making this a contracting flat in the middle. Making this a contracting flat in the middle. So we have, if that is a contracting flat, we have an impulse, we have a correction, we have an impulse, we have a correction, we have an impulse. And if that be the case, then this is a correction on its own. Whatever is happening here is a correction on its own, and if this correction is getting to the top of this impulse, it means we'll pull back this way and we'll go up this way, will come down, and if we go up this way, we're also getting to the top of this. And if this big correction is happening inside this, we will get this to come down for this, and then we'll get this up move to go break the top again, especially when all these things are coming down after an ending contracting diagonal. So that is the things you should be looking out for. So for the immediate trade of the moment, I would say, if you're selling this, sell it with a lot of caution. Okay, if you're selling this, sell it with a lot of caution. And if this move is a part of this, then this might have completed, and we might just be going back up for this move to maybe test this top before we come down for it. Okay, and then go up for this one. So there are a whole lot of things to look out for here or to consider, and that's why you are a trader. And if you're good in spotting this and making rational decisions, of course you're going to be a profitable trader. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So here I told you also to wait for the 1 hour correction before you buy, and it happened here. You bought, it went up, it pulled back, and if you didn't close it here, you left it, maybe you forgot, it went up back here, you closed because you're seeing this to come back here, then you're learning pretty much well. And if we are getting that, we might just get this to come up, and this whole thing might just still be a correction to come down. We don't know if that will be it yet, but we just have to go down to the 5 minutes or the 15, go down there, wait for, it might even have started. So if this, I'm going to say wait for the impulse, wait for the correction and buy it. But let's go down to the 5 minutes. Let me show you something. Now we have an impulse from the 5 minutes, we have this impulse, we have this correction. Okay, we got this, it broke the top. So if this becomes a correction here, put an entry order here, because this will go. See that? Put an entry order there, because that will go if this becomes a correction or a flag forming after it broke this top. Okay, if it becomes, then this will go, then we'll have a 1 2 correction here. We're getting an impulse, we're getting a flag, and it will go. So that is it. BNB, we're running out of time, and this one also I think is still yet to complete. It's forming a flat here, might come down some more before it goes. And I also told you to wait for the 1 hour correction before you buy, which happened here and broke the top, and we're getting this big running flat. So if this is a 1 2 3, we're getting this in the middle. We can also get a 1 2 3, and if we get that 1 2 3, it might be coming to retest this stop, and that is the thing you should look out for. So there are a whole lot of instruments to analyze for you guys, but how it goes. To end it for the day, and I'll see you guys in subsequent videos, hopefully.